Hello everyone, and I'm going to do a bike check today because I've not done one in a few years, and mainly lately I've just got new parts, and I'm sure everyone in the last video would have noticed. So I'm going to start off with the frame. It's a Cult Butter V2. It's to Chase D-Hart. His frame, his custom, well, I don't know, his frame I'd say, that's just what I'd put it as. I got it in raw, 20.9 top tube. It was the last one in stock on Source BMX for I think a good month. I was watching it for before I got the money for it, and it feels nice. It's the gap there is slightly bigger than what I like, but for how I ride and how it rides, it's not noticeable. Like, you can't feel a difference with the seat height. It just looks a bit, the seat looks a bit higher than what I'm used to. But no, it's a bit dirty now because from riding to college today, because it's really wet outside, so got a lot of shit flying up all over it. But yeah, it feels really solid. It, you know, the welds look good all up here. It all looks really cool with the heat treatment and all this stuff, movable brake mounts, so there's no longer any little things sticking down, so it looks really good, I think. The raw looks really good as well. The only thing I'm not too keen on is the stickers, because they're gloss and everything else is sort of that matte finish of the raw, and these just give it a glossy look, so I'm not too sure how I feel about that, but they do look good, the way the stickers are on the head tube and frame. They look really good, I think. But it's just the, you know, if they were a vinyl sticker instead of the actual wrap, I think they'd look a bit better. And yeah, so the headset I've got is a BSD. It was half price with the frame, so it was only £11 or £12, one of the two. It's a headset, it spins. I'm not too sure really how good or bad it is. I've only had this stuff a week, just over a week, so I'm doing it now just to sort of, I've ridden it, broken it in, I know what it's like, so all that. Got an animal stem. I'm not sure if I've done a bike check with this, but it's a proper animal one. I got it off eBay. It was like £30 I think, which is I don't even know, about £40 cheaper than what they are to buy on website new, and it was brand new. It was the only thing it had been used on was a showroom bike, so sort of in a shop or whatever, but there's no damage on it at all when I got it, so yeah, I'm pretty stoked on that. I've got the Animal Bob Skervo bars, the old style ones, the ones that were 25 wide, but mine are 24 because I'm cool and cut them down to a stupidly small size. I had these, must be gone 3 years, I'd say now. They're still holding up strong, they feel really nice. I prefer smaller bars because I like my arms to be straight out in front of me, not sort of out like that. I prefer them to be like directly in front of where I am, and these perfectly, if I hold them sort of there on the grip, they just feel so good. Moving down, I've got Verde forks. I'm not entirely sure what Verde forks they are, but they're in this sort of matte purple. It doesn't look quite right on the camera or video. I'll try and get some light on it quick. Is it on? No. Yeah. Sort of, I don't know if you can really see that, but they are this sort of matte purple. It's quite a nice purple, but with the raw frame I'm not too keen on it. But I don't want to paint them black, so that might have to wait a bit. Front wheel, I've got the Primo N4FL V2 hub, related to the Primo Versus 7000 rim. My old Primo hub, the axle got stripped out, so I had to wait like 5 weeks to be able to get this, and so far it's really nice, roll smooth. There's a lot more bonuses with this hub compared to the Old one, I think it's got a titanium axle in it, but I'm not 100% on that. It definitely looks like it. And it's got plastic hubguards over the metal ones, which if you watch my older bike checks you'd see the metal ones were absolutely demolished, and that happened in the space of a few months. And these just feel, they slide better, they are definitely holding up a lot better to grinds than the old ones were. The rim is the newer version of what I used to have on the back, or a lot newer version of what I had on the back, and it just feels so solid, it looks good. And the tyre is a Éclat control tyre in 2.23. Really nice tyre. I've got about 90 psi in the front, I think. I've got an inner tube and then another old one wrapped around it, just to sort of stop anything getting in, like small things. So that's a really solid setup, but it feels cushiony as well, which is nice. Moving down the bike now. The cranks I've got are DMR off a jump bike. I got with my friend Jordan. You can't really see them very well, but try and get some light on them. I think they're 180mm long, so for me it's a bit long when it comes to bar spins because I've got quite big feet, but other than that they feel really good. They're really strong, solid cranks, really good I think for what I got them for. And yeah, I've got a Stranger Bashguard sprocket. I'm not entirely sure on the brand completely, on what make it is, but it's definitely Stranger. I'm sure everyone else knows what it is. It's the one that's got the star effect on it. I've got I think the United pedals. I've had them for well over a year now, and they've still got so many pins and grip on them, so they won't be going anytime soon, I don't think. I've got my old bottom bracket bearings in with I think vocal spacer in between, because BSD bearings went like really quickly while taking them in and out of the frame, getting it all dialed in. But I still have the BSD cone bits on the sides. So they're, it feels solid, it works, it spins nicely. And moving on to the back wheel, and this is something that a lot of people probably haven't seen me with, is a cassette hub. It's a Cult Match cassette hub. Sorry, the lighting is really crappy right now. Cult Match cassette hub. It's dirty at the moment because of riding in the rain. And I got that laced to a Primo Versus 7000 rim, same as the front, just because I wanted to get a matching wheel set, and I didn't have the money for the Primo hub, so I thought I'd go with the Cult hub as it was a lot cheaper. But it's got the same internals. It's basically a Primo mix, and it works, which is always good. And on the back I've got a Éclat escape tyre, which is just slightly different from the front, in the middle bit slick over having the grip, so I just thought I'd get that so it doesn't chew my shoe up so much. Pegs, pegs. I think this one on this side's an animal peg, and this and the two on the back are Odyssey Jpegs. The two front are off James, and the two back are from Source. I got them when I ordered the frame and stuff, so I've only had them on for a week and they already are being demolished on the back, which is always good. And I've got an FPM Hubguard. I think eventually I'm going to try and get the Primo drive side Hubguard and the Cult Match Hubguard, both metal ones, because I'm not too keen on plastics on the back. My seat, I'm still rocking that With the People seat that I've always had. It's torn, it's ripped, but a seat's a seat. I don't sit on it very much, so I'm not too fussed. It sits there. I've got my old seat post in again. It's God knows what it is, but I had this animal wedge post that matches the stem, but it didn't sit as low as I like it to, and this one's really sort of got a nice edge on it, so it sits really flush, so it sits nice and low. But anyway, I'd say it weighs about 26-27 pounds. It's not that light, but I'm not too fussed because I'm sort of used to that kind of weight with the bike. Cassette, I'm actually really enjoying riding Cassette. My chain's a Cult chain, the 510 Freestyle one, the beefier one with the bigger pins. Everyone knows what the Cassette sounds like. If you haven't heard it, watch my last video because you can kind of hear it a bit better in that. But overall, it feels solid, rides really smoothly. Definitely recommend everything if you can even get the stuff anymore. Back cover's basically a Primo remix, or what would be a Primo remix now, so it's pretty solid. I didn't go with my grips, I've got ODI grips, same as I had in the last bike check probably 2 years ago, and the proper Barends, just standard, what I've always had. And I think that's everything. I've got the inner tube, double inner tube in the back as well, just to stop any, stones, bits of glass going through. I think I run about 80 psi in the back now, and it just feels so solid as a bike. Really pleased with it. Really worth the money that I spent on it all. Yeah, I'm working on a new edit, so I think there's a few clips with my old setup, but most of them will be with this. And now that I've got a non-cracked frame, decent wheel set, all that sort of stuff, I'm definitely sending a lot bigger stuff. And yeah, I will hopefully be trying to post some more videos soon, as I'm taking my camera out to record for my edit. I probably will record odd bits here and there just for like a daily video. Yeah, if you like my bike, let me know. If you dislike my bike, let me know. It doesn't really matter to me whether you dislike it, because it's not your bike, it's my bike. And yeah, so hopefully soon I'll be able to get some Primo Pro forks at some point soon, just to go with the whole Ed Black finish on the rims and the sprocket and all that. I'm tempted to raw my cranks because it would look quite good with the frame, I think. And yeah, so if you like the video, just like it, comment on it, tell me what you think about the bike. Check out my gaming channel, there'll be a link in the description below. I post on there fairly regularly, so if you want to sub, that would be really helpful, and I'd appreciate it a lot. And yeah, I'll see you guys later, bye.